we're going to do is just a quick exercise where you introduce yourself, give us a fun fact, and tell us why you're here. Why are you on this call? Why are you at Microsoft Academy? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah, I think also please tell us how you found out about Microsoft Academy. We would like to listen. Let's start with Bali.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Mbalentle, but you can call me Mbali. Um, okay. Just want to recall why I'm at Microsoft, what I hope to achieve, right? Or my aspirations
Yeah,
rather.
yeah,
Okay. So I without giving too much of a story or too much of a long story, I worked in research previously to this, and there was an element of data analytics that I touched on during my time there. And so I grew an interest in that. And with data analytics is programming, and I grew an interest in that, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, this seems quite cool. So I did a bit of research around that, and then I did a data science course for like I left that, and then I came across Microsoft Academy, and I was like, okay, here's a way to broaden my horizon as well as my skill and knowledge on the little that I have already learned in programming with the data science course that I had done. So yeah, that's why I'm here, and I just hope um to do the best I can. Um, yeah, and also to do the best I can. I think I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Amazing,
amazing.
amazing. I have a lot
Thank
of faith in all of you guys. I know you'll do super well. All right.
thank you so much.
And then how did you find out about Microsoft Academy?
Oh, okay. Through Google. It was through Google search. So I was looking at different. So I wanted to change the boot camp I was doing. So I looked at different other boot camps rather, and then it just appeared on Google search.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool. Let's move to Junaid. Hi,
Ah,
Junaid.
hello. My name is Junaid Alexander. How I found out Microsoft was through Tonya. She invited me to Microsoft. I looked at the curriculum and then I decided to join. It was a split decision from joining. And then my goals are basically to increase my skills in as a software developer. And then
Nice, nice. Okay, and you
Sorry,
mentioned
you said who? I didn't quite get who referred you.
Tonya, uh,
oh Tion.
Tion, yeah, Tion
Ah,
Tion.
okay,
All
Yeah.
got
right,
it.
amazing, amazing. All right, and then let's go to Khadija.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Um, so basically, I also found Microsoft through Google search because I was looking at different boot camps. Most boot camps didn't interest me enough, or they didn't just teach enough of the skills that I saw certain researchers required developers to have. And then I saw y'all guys, and then I was happy, but I was quite mad that I only found out about you guys after I moved to a different area. So I was closer to Santon in the beginning. Um, my goals basically is just to to achieve, just to obtain a wider skill set that doesn't go out of fashion, basically, and to better myself as a soon to be developer. And what was the other question again?
I think you answered most of them. I like what you're saying. Like you want to become a part of something that's continuously growing and ever evolving. And I feel like being in the tech space, you're definitely in the right space, and you will achieve everything that you would like. So that's amazing. Let's move to Sia.
Morning. My name is Sia Tokoza, but you can call me Sia. I found out about Microsoft through TikTok. one day I was scrolling through TikTok and then I came across Keva's video and I was like, oh, that's nice. Like she, that's nice. And then I was like, oh, she went to Melsoft. And then I went to Google, searched about Melsoft. I was like, okay, this looks good and I kind of like it. And then I applied and went through the interview process. Okay, so fun fact about me is I actually am a college graduate, but because I went to college through the COVID period, I did not really get much out of what I was being taught because I did IT. So I do have like a bit of experience when it comes to front end development. But because I wanted to hone my skills, so I decided to actually apply to Malsoft so I could get more and become a better developer and a more trustworthy developer, in fact. So
Amazing, amazing. I'm so glad that you are here. I'm proud that my TikTok is actually making a difference. Thank you so much.
it really is.
All right, let's move to. We haven't spoken to a lot of people actually. Palesa Mkhale. Okay.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hi, Pali. We good. How are you?
I'm also fine. I heard about Microsoft through TikTok, your TikTok actually, and then I went on research and then I joined you guys. So I have a little background when coming to programming. I attended She Codes Basic. I'm still busy with Plus. Yeah, and I started getting interested in programming when I was doing I think it was a learnership, an IT learnership. So I was a technical support there, and they were doing all the heavy lifting and all of that. I was like, this one is not for me. I'd rather go with something that requires me to use my brain because physically I'm not that good. So yeah, that's it about me.
Okay.
Any questions?
Interesting. No, I like that you have a proper background. If you've been at She Codes, I know that you have a solid foundation. So that's amazing.
I do have a question, Palesa.
Yes.
We're just trying to see what you look like. Do you mind unvideoing yourself, and also everyone else on the call, really, because this is the first meeting. I just want to know, put the face to the name, unless of course you're in bed. There we go.
Go.
Hi guys, how are you?
Amazing stuff.
Also great. It's
All
great to
right.
finally be a part of actually not She Codes, Melsoft Academy.
Also, yeah, you're a mouse softer now.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's move to Tepiso.
Hi. Sorry, I'm still in my pajamas.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, is it showing?
No, the screen is just dark.
Okay, let me check here. Yeah, I don't know because I switched on my camera.
Okay, it's okay. You can just.
Oh, I know what's happening.
There we go.
Okay.
I see you now.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Tepiso. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us how you found out about Microsoft Academy and what is your goal through this bootcamp?
Okay, so I'm Tepiso. I was just interested in learning how to program. I wanna work in the Web3, so that's how I started searching about IT bootcamps, and I came across Melsoft, and then I watched YouTube videos. I basically read, yeah. So it was self-discovery, and I fell in love with the community. Yeah, the fact that it's not just book based, but also there's like support, right? Because a lot of them that I found was also just like the content is there, but there's no actual person to like go and contact, you know? So yeah, that's what I fell in love with. And yeah, now I'm here. And also that it's up to date with what's currently happening. And it's not just you trying to program something that's like Asian, you know, there's AI here, there's recent things basically. And yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I really, really like that. And you are right because Microsoft Academy caters for AI as well as the main stack. And I feel like that's really amazing because now, if you're self taught, now you have to find out which programming languages to learn and you have to structure it for yourself. So you're at the right
True,
place.
true, 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 true.
Yeah. All right, let's move to Zamo Kushle. Zamo, are you there?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Zamo.
Guys, I'm
How are you? Hi. Guys, I have been lucky to be in the campus. I think when last week. Yeah. So my name is Zamugu Shembonambi. How I found about the Microsoft. I also found it on Google because I was searching for the boot camp. Lucky enough, I also had a background on IT, got a diploma in IT. So and I also did the learnership with telecom, so I didn't learn much. So I needed to upgrade my skills and learning a lot of things on programming as a whole. Then I decided, no, I need to look for a boot camp that can help me up my skills. And yeah, then I decided to join Microsoft because I found it on Google.
Okay,
Thank you.
amazing, amazing. Well done, well done. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Bradley, and then I think that will be everyone on the call. Bradley. Okay, I don't know if Bradley is there or not. Okay, I think he's not there. But thank you so much, everyone. Thank you guys for introducing yourselves and just putting yourself out there. We have a hand. Nana, are you there?
Yeah, introduce myself. um,
So
yeah. Yeah, my name is Nana. I found out about Melsoft through TikTok. I was terrible, yeah. So I was searching for software engineering boot camps around SA. So I came across Tebu's video. Initially I was searching for ALX, and yeah, and I came across Tebu's video, and then that's where I went to Google and researched about MLSoft, and yeah, and then I applied. So my interest for tech started. Well, let me start here. I have a background degree in BCom accounting, and I was pursuing a postgrad in accounting sciences, which is like a CASA route. And I had like a CASA that I was following on Instagram, and she's working for Google. So I sort of from there found myself being interested in tech, and I just went and researched more about it, and I I just said, let me just try out this tech because it had a lot of like, you know, most people who are doing it, it's mostly men. And yeah, so I just wanted to try out new skills, something beyond accounting. And also I was interested, and I started practicing coding through Free Code Camp, and that's where I started enjoying it. And yeah, I just wanted a boot camp where there's a structure where I can, you know, have some end goal to it, and something that will sort of give me a roadmap on where to start. And yeah, yeah,
okay,
thank you.
amazing. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I'm happy that you're here. All right, guys. So next up, what we're gonna do is basically what these meetings are about is so that you guys can have. Okay, Bradley, your hand is up.
Hi guys,
Hi, Brad. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you. You're the last one to introduce yourself. Tell us about you and how you found out about Melsoft and what would you like to achieve through this boot camp.
Okay, I'm Bradley, guys, and then I found out about Malsoft actually on your TikTok. Then I began to do more research on it. Then yeah, I liked it. And the reason I want to become a software developer is because I was studying law at UNISA, and then I just fell out of touch with it. And then I realized that I actually liked computers and the software side of it. So that's when I began to look for a boot camp or a college. I was basically looking for a college, but then I found your TikTok, and then I decided to just join. And then yeah, so my long-term goal is that I want to be a senior full stack software developer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, wonderful, Brad. Amazing. You're definitely at the right place if you want to become full stack. That's really, really great stuff. And I'm so glad you could also lend us your law expertise and skills here at NOSA because we need it. Hey, I need a lawyer personally. All right, guys. So basically, these meetings is just to help you guys whenever you're facing problems. We want to check up on you guys every single week, right? So I would advise you when you come to these meetings, have your questions ready, and also just for you guys to get to know each other more as well. Okay, so right now I want to ask you guys, how are you finding the course? What challenges are you facing? And where can we help you? Anyone can go. No one? Okay, I'll nominate people then. Sia, where are you currently on the course and what challenges are you facing?
Okay, so I'm currently on level 1. I just finished my capstone project and now I'm supposed to be doing the pay project. So far, so good. I'm not complaining. Like everything is explained very clearly. And the fact that there's always a source where we can get more information if we have like things that we don't understand in the course. So I like it so far.
Amazing, amazing. All right, you mentioned that you're on your individual capstone. In terms of the pair projects, right? I will be pairing you guys with different people. So then I will be releasing the list, hopefully after this meeting. I will release the pairs for you guys. Yeah? All right. And then what else did I
Okay.
want to address? Okay, so far, are you facing any coding challenges? Are you okay with HTML and CSS?
No, I'm good so far because I also have like background in HTML and CSS, so everything is going well so far.
All right, all right. So you guys know you can go to Sia as well if you need help. We love to hear that. Okay, let's hear from Tepiso. What are your challenges and how far are you in the course for HTML and CSS?
Hi. So um I'm still on level 1, like the first one where I'm still reading about Microsoft, and yes, I'm still on that level. Everything is going fine. I really don't have any complaints. So I took 3 days leave so that I can catch up with everyone and like just yeah, my main focus for these 3 days is just to go through the work. So everything is okay. I can't really
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And then I just wanted you guys to be aware if you're a full time student, we do have deadlines for each and every level, right? So you guys started last week on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. So tomorrow will be your first week, right, on the course. So I think you guys need to have completed HTML and CSS by tomorrow. And then next week we'll be opening the new level for you guys. All right. I just hope you guys are aware of that. But if you're part time, then you have an extra week on top of everyone. Okay, let's hear from Bradley. Loris, you have a question?
Yeah, I just want to emphasize on that because, yeah. All right, guys, it's a 6-month course, and we need to get you to a point where you are employable in 6 months, right? some of you guys have zero experience at all. So you're going to feel as if you're rushing through a lot of concepts. But then what I want you to keep in your mind as you start and as you continue is that what's most important is what you produce in your projects. So the individual and the group capstone projects are pivotal, because what that does is, and I say this all the time, in tech, what matters is what you can do and what you have done, rather than how long have you been learning it, or what documentation do you know, or what notes did you write down about a particular concept. Okay. So you're going to be pushed a lot as you start and as you go in this course. And so, given that you guys started last week, Thursday, right? Right now, most of you guys are supposed to be literally, because each and every single part where there's a course that's written week 1, week 2, you're supposed to have finished Git and GitHub by this point, and you're supposed to be starting your CSS capstone, CSS basics. That's what you're supposed to be starting. So each and every single time when it's time for a capstone, you guys get to present your capstones in these meetings. And so, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. And I would say if you're still in level 0, might as well, yeah, those 3 days for that rest that you said, you need that for you to catch up. So just so that everyone knows, it's going to be very fast paced and you have to be on your toes.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that, Loris. Guys, I feel like when I was self-taught, I had everything in my own pace. I was studying in my own pace and everything was chilled, right? Until I joined a boot camp and I realized things are very fast when you're in a boot camp. But it's good because you want to be employable by the end of 6 months, right? And it's important that you're able to learn and grasp the concepts, but also know that we're moving with time as well. Okay, I realize that there's someone on the call, Fatizwe. You haven't introduced yourself. Please introduce yourself and tell us what challenges are you facing and how did you find out about Microsoft Academy?
I think Patizwe said something in the group about how he's at work, so he can listen in but not actively participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. All right, let's hear from Nanana. How are you in terms of challenges that you're facing? How are you finding HTML and CSS? And how far are you in the course?
I am I'm at as second week 2 on my I'm busy with my capstone project. Just that I had issues with my laptop, so I'm currently waiting for my new laptop because this one is currently not working. So yeah, I'm there. But so far with the course, I think I had a head start because already I was coding with Free Code Camp, so I'm quite familiar with HTML and CSS. So the
Amazing.
challenges are not really now. I'm getting it. I'm good for now. Thank you.
Okay. Amazing. I like that you're moving at the good pace. That's really, really great. All right, let's hear from Junaid.
No problems from me so far. It's just I've been waiting for others to catch up for the pay projects.
Mm-hmm. All right,
So
so
that's it.
1 and 2. Junaid,
Yes?
are you done with week 1 and 2 for HTML and CSS?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just waiting to be paid.
Yep.
All right. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the meeting, I'll be pairing you guys right after this meeting. You will have your pays, and then you guys can start. Who else is done? I'd have to pay you someone who's already done. I think Nana is already doing her individual, so you guys will probably. Okay, Bradley, you have a question?
I don't have a question actually. I was just raising my hand up to show that I'm done with my individual project. I'm just waiting to get paid.
All right. I'm pairing you guys now. Bradley and Junaid, you guys can start on your pair project.
Cool.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, let's hear from Balisa.
So far, so good on my side. I'm busy with the individual project.
All right, amazing.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then who else hasn't spoken? Tanyako said she's having issues with her laptop. Zamokuhle, can you tell us what challenges you are facing and how far are you in the course?
So far, I don't have any challenges. Probably by today, I'll be done with my individual project.
Okay. Okay, amazing. Then you'll be able to start with your pay project. All right.
Yes.
Wow, you guys move fast. I'm really, really proud of you guys. That's really, really amazing. All right, let's hear from who else hasn't Mbali. How far are you?
I should start my individual project today. I am starting the week 2
Okay.
content. So I
All right.
should start the project by today.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Khadija.
I am at level 1. I'm busy finishing off Git, so I'll be able to start week 2 later this afternoon. So far, no problems. I do have a bit of like questions, but it's like in my notebook somewhere. I'll just pop it up and message someone. I'll just message one of the mentors to get like clarity on it. But other than that, nothing much.
Okay. All right. Amazing, guys. I hope I didn't miss anyone in terms of how you guys are finding the course and everything. So I just wanted to quickly share my screen. All right, so this is the course or the level that you guys are currently on, which is level 1, building web pages with HTML and CSS. In week 1 is just an introduction basically to front end development. You will learn about basics to HTML and the intermediate elements of HTML. You will also learn about Git and GitHub. I want to emphasize on Git and GitHub. It's so important that you guys pay attention to deploying your websites when you're done and also how to push your code to GitHub. And what I always say to my students is that make sure that whenever you have a project and you've completed it, put it on GitHub, because the first place that recruiters go when they're trying to hire people, they're going to look at your GitHub. So make sure that it's always intact and everything is always there, and show them what you can do and what you can build, right? Because in tech, people just want to see what can you do, right? What are your skills? And the only way to show that is the projects that you've worked on. And then in week 2, you have CSS, which is just the basics and the intermediate level of CSS. And then we have your HTML and CSS capstone project, which you work on individually. So the first challenge, you can choose between any one of these. So we have challenge 1 and challenge 2 and challenge 3. It's up to you which one you pick. For challenge 1 or project 1, you could have a CV, right? Creating your own personal CV and making it into a web page. And these are all the instructions for you. So you build this using HTML and CSS. If you feel like you are more advanced and you'd like to add other programming languages such as JavaScript or Bootstrap, please go ahead, right? We will not penalize you for that. For going the extra mile, we will not penalize you at all for that, but you will only be graded according to HTML and CSS. Okay, and then the second option is to build a recipe page. This one is pretty cool as well. So you're just going to create a web page that presents a recipe with a clear instruction and appealing layout. So basically, this is testing your front end, right? So please make sure that you use great quality pictures, as well as you have a great UI that people can be attracted to your website. That's very, very important. And then these are all the instructions for that one. And then challenge 3, you can build or design a product landing page, right? So anything that's visually appealing as a landing page to help promote a fictional product of your choice. So you can choose whatever. If it's clothing, if you like games, you can promote a gadget, for example. If you like iPhones, you can anything. Be creative. We're giving you guys the space to be very, very creative. And then lastly will be your peer project, which is very, very important. In this one, you'll be working with a pair. You're working in pairs with a partner. And then these are all the rules that you guys need to follow. You also have options for this one. You can just go with one, right? You can either design a travel blog or we can build a music band page, right? And a flower shop. So it's up to you and your partner which one you guys would like to choose. You just have to collaborate on this one. In terms of collaboration, I would advise you guys to use WhatsApp to communicate and make sure that you're using Git and GitHub. So, for example, you can ask one partner to create the repo where you guys will both be working on it. And then you guys will be cloning that one repo and working on it so that you guys can have the same project on your GitHub. Okay, do you guys have any questions in terms of the projects? Do you guys need any clarity about anything? Mbali? Mbali, are you there?
Good. Thank you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. If you guys don't have any questions, Junaid has a question.
So for the due date for the pay project, when is it?
Because you guys started last week Thursday, right? On the 6th of July, tomorrow should be the last day for it.
Okay.
And then you guys will be presenting on the pay project next week, Wednesday. So in your weekly meetings, this is when you'll be presenting the pay project that you guys worked on together.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. So on the 19th, guys, will be your presentation day. Please take note of the day. We don't want any confusions. And communicate with your partner throughout to make sure you guys are ready for the presentations and you know who'll be presenting and everything. And also get your laptop ready, get your internet connection ready because we will be recording the meeting as well. Okay.
Is
All
it
right.
I can share something with out of the group?
Can you repeat that, Janine?
Can I share something with the group quickly?
Okay. You can go ahead, Junaid.
Okay, sure. This is just for those who are still struggling with Flexbox. No, it's true. So this is a web. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a website I use to learn Flexbox. So I advise you, those who still struggling, finish all the levels. It helps the Flexbox to stick in your head, really. It's really helpful. And then obviously for animations, I use this website, which are really helpful. There's a similar website you could use. Like this is my CSS Go website I use.
Amazing. Okay, can you kindly share the link to Froggy Flakes so that everyone can have it as well? Thank you so much for sharing that.
Sure, no
Thanks.
problem. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, guys. Bali, you have your hand up.
Yes. I just want to ask in regards to the presentations. Are we presenting like the code and why we use certain code, or what exactly do the presentations entail, and
Thank you.
how are they supposed to be done?
Good question. Okay, so basically for HTML and CSS, we're not going to be too hard on you guys. So you won't be explaining any of your code. only when we start with JavaScript, that's where we will want to know how did you do this? Why does this function work this way? So for this one, for HTML and CSS, you just have to present to us the front end part of it. So basically going through why you guys chose the template that you use, for example, or just trying to sell the product to us, right? So if you created a travel blog, tell us about the traveling and how you can just sell the product to us, if I'm making sense.
All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, guys, if there's no further questions, I'm just going to ask Loris to end the meeting for us with a kind word at the end.
The word at the end. All right. Okay, so actually, before the kind word at the end, I have a couple of very important announcements to make. So can I please have everyone's full attention? If you were talking to your wife in the background, please listen because you need this information, right? So the first thing, like what one of you guys said, you know that we're very community-driven boot camp, right? And so one of the things that we do to make sure that this community is always alive and is always rejuvenated is that as a group, you're also required to host a meeting once a week on your own. So this meeting, Table won't be there, I won't be there, Mr. Larith won't be there. It'll be just you guys as the students. And basically what happens in these meetings is that you get the time to first bond, get to know each other a bit deeper. You take it as however you want to take it as a group. And then also, more importantly, that's where you get to help each other with what's going on currently. So let's say, for example, someone is behind, someone is way ahead. That's where that intergroup sort of peer learning happens the most. And so these happen once a week, right? You guys get to decide when you want to do it, right? And after that, usually, which leads to my second announcement, usually the group president that you have in your cohort then gives me a report to tell me how that worked, who wasn't there, what happened. So first, I just want to make sure all of you are aware of that, right? And then second, I want to let you guys know who your group president is going to be. So before I go on, group president is basically, remember when we were at school and you had class monitors or prefects or something like that? So it's sort of your success partner, a person who is there to make sure that you're on track, you're okay. And let's say, for example, Tebu or myself or Mr. Larith isn't around, you have someone to go to. Group president also organizes these weekly pair meetings, also shares the link when needed, makes the WhatsApp groups, all these things that you guys would need in a situation where you can't get a hold of us. That would be the person that you would contact. And so for your particular cohort, I don't know if I can get a drum roll. Your group president is going to be Mr. Junaid Alexander. So congratulations, Mr. Alexander, for that. I hope that the people receive you well and that you serve them really, really well as well. And so hopefully I'll also get a report from you guys of how your first peer learning day was. Hopefully you can get it to be done either tomorrow or Friday since you haven't done that before. But these sessions are not too deep, not too hectic. You just get to know each other, get to help each other as well, and just keep being awesome, guys. So those are the first two announcements that I wanted to make. And then the third and final announcement is that, yes, we do give you guys tech related skills, but then at the same time, we're also very big on character development and soft skills development. And so what's going to happen, you're going to find that once in a while, you can receive a call from me, from Tewu, asking you, can you please fix this part of your LinkedIn, or can you please make sure you work on your communication? Or so I just want to make sure that everyone has a learner mindset, a growth mindset, a mindset of I am not yet good enough, I can improve. Even if you're a professional, so many people don't get the job because they lack the actual soft skills. So you have people who are really, really good developers, but they can't speak in front of people. So if you can't speak in front of people and we take you to an interview, for example, it's going to seem as if you're not the best, right? So one of the things that we are very much particular about is your LinkedIn profile as well. Yeah, your LinkedIn profile mainly, right? And so I'm sure that all of you guys who have gone through level 0, you have a particular section that is just for LinkedIn. We didn't just put that for fun. We put that because LinkedIn is where most of you guys are going to get the job at the end of the day. And also LinkedIn serves as your digital um, sort of CV, right? So when I'm on calls with recruiters, I send your LinkedIn profiles to them as well as your GitHub profiles, right? So LinkedIn is very, very important. And if you skipped through the LinkedIn lesson, I'm going to ask you to go back to that lesson and actually do what that guy is saying on the video. So get a nice, professional, clean picture where you're looking at the camera. You can use my LinkedIn profile as a sort of template of how you should go about it. Put in a nice bio, go on ChatGPT, tell ChatGPT, okay, my name is Junaid. I've done this, this, this. I want to make a LinkedIn portfolio. Can you please help me write an about? Get a nice written about with proper grammar, proper English. Add all your education, add all your skills. Really go through your LinkedIn and take it as if, yeah, it's very, very important. So what I'm going to do and what I usually do is that once in a while as well. So I'm going to give you guys a week to do this, right? After 1 week, next week, I'm going to go through each and every single one of you guys' LinkedIn and tell you what you should fix, what you did really well, what you can improve on. And then what I'm going to ask as well is that as you're going through your journey as a developer, right? Because you've just started now. I mean, some of you already started, fine. But as you go through, especially with Microsoft Academy, post on LinkedIn. I want you to look at one of our top students, Tion Whelan, look at one of our other top students, Theodora. They're always posting their journeys on LinkedIn, right? And take it as if it's an investment because at some point in time, I am telling you guys, believe me, at some point in time, it is going to be worth it. You posting on LinkedIn like that, you being active, it says a lot of things to the recruiters. Recruiters love people who post on LinkedIn, right? And more importantly, if you document your journey as a developer, like from the start. So this individual project that you're doing, for example, when you're done, post it on LinkedIn. Tell everyone about it because what you're going to see is we're going to be able to see first your dedication, consistency, right? That's why we put a lesson on 100 days of code as well. I see you just breeze through that, but again, that's important, right? Because if you're now on day 49 of 100 days of code, it shows that, okay, this person is a consistent person, right? So sometimes your soft skills, they're not, you don't get them up front, you get them through your actions. That's how we pick up to see, okay, this guy is like this, you know? And so I think that's all I wanted to let you guys know. But otherwise, I'm very, very excited for what this cohort is going to do. I met a couple of you guys on the open day. I'm already very, very excited. And hopefully, you guys are going to be the best cohort that we have because now we have a couple of cohorts. So it's very interesting to see how you are going to go about it. Next week, Wednesday, group presentations. So that's also interesting. If you're not sure how to go about that, I suggest go on our YouTube, look at some of the group presentations of the people that are ahead of you. And then finally, guys, collaboration is everything. Collaboration is everything. We already have people who are ahead and people who are not just starting. If you're just starting, instead of feeling intimidated that everyone else knows, feel very, very blessed and very, very happy that you have people who are going to help you. So please, 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 let's keep that up. And otherwise, from my end, if there are no questions, are there any questions about anything I've said so far before I end the meeting? Anyone? No one at all? Khadija, are you okay?
Yes, I am.
All right, great stuff. So if there are no questions, I would like to adjourn the meeting, and thank you so much, guys, for coming. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
All right, bye.
See you guys next week.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye, Samo. Bye, Khadija. Bye, Mbali.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
guys. Bye, Patizwe. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
What about me? You're not going to say bye to your own.
Mr. Larry. Bye, Mr. Larry.
Bye.
Bye, Tevu. Bye, everybody. Amazing. Bye, Sia. Thank you for coming.